All right. If you're a Buckeye fan, let's put Buckeye. If you're a Michigan fan, put Michigan. We're about to start this in a minute. Just giving people a couple time. I'll give you about 90 seconds. Come on in the room. I'll give you about 90 seconds. Come on in the room. We're gonna talk about this. We about to talk about this. We about to talk about this. We're gonna talk about this because there's some conversations that need to be had. Come on in the room. There's some conversations that need to be had. There's some conversations that need to be had. I'm going to talk about this. So I'm tagging all these Buckeye fans. I'm tagging all the Buckeye fans I know. I know they over there joined this. I know. And I told Pastor Justin, I don't think he's on here yet. I told Pastor Justin I was going to do this. Man of my word. I believe in being committed to my word. I'm doing this. I'm going to tag some of my Buckeye friends on here. I know they're going to love this. Oh, they're going to love this. If you're a Buckeye, type Buckeye. If you're a Michigan Wolverine fan, type Michigan. The greatest team in the history of mankind, by the way. We gonna go in here. We're going to go in. All right, Justin's here. All right, cool. So I want to say this real quick. Congratulations to the Ohio State Buckeyes. They won today. It took them 6 years to win, 2,189 days to beat us this one time. And that just shows you how great of a team that Michigan is, that it takes you almost 2,189 days to win. And that's just the dominance of a team. And you can't win them all. You can't win them all. And, today was not our day. It just wasn't our day. Now, I got some theories of why it wasn't our day. But today wasn't our day. Ohio State was clearly the better team today. Unfortunately, they were the better team. But I'm still proud of Michigan. We're a young team. Let this be a lesson to our guys. I hope this lights some fire under them. Because I don't know what they did in that second half. I don't know what they were doing in the second. They had like they was playing sluggish. They had like they didn't go to sleep last night. I don't know what they were doing. I don't know if it looked like they ate too much on Thanksgiving. And those yams and that honey baked ham was rearing up on them. And Wink looked tired. Moore looked like he had the flu. At first I thought Moore was sick. I said, is he okay? Because he started out there doing listen. I believe that Scott Queen. I believe that. So I mean, you can't win them all. We shocked the world last year. We beat them at home. They came back and they beat them. And this is why you love the sport of college football. This is why we love the rivalry, because it's still, hands down, no matter who wins or lose, it's the greatest rivalry in all of not just college football, but it's the greatest rivalry in all sports. I believe that the Michigan fan base, Ohio State fan base, I think we are the two best fan bases in all of sports. I believe we're the two most passionate fan bases in all sports. And that's what makes the rivalry great. And we're both elite teams. But here's some takeaways about the game. I told y'all that we was going to pick off Sands. Y'all said I was crazy. Y'all said Sands playing out of his mind. But I told y'all he's going to get an interception. We should have got 2. We got 1. And if we had rattled him more and continued what we was doing in that first drive, we would have got 2. Wink played too soft. And Ohio State was ready. We didn't play creative. We needed to run the ball because whoever wins the rushing yards wins that game. And one of the things that we did not do well is that we didn't run the ball. Now, granted, Justin Haynes is out. Marshall was banged up. We was down to our third string running back. But that's still not an excuse. But you know what I'm saying, we were a banged up team. We were a very patched up team. We were more patched up this year than we were last year. And that factors in. Our team was young. That factors in. But Ohio State, after that first drive, they came back. They got hot. Sands, Sands did his thing. Shout out to Bo Jackson. You know, he played real tough. I wanted to say this. Underwood needs to be allowed to throw. Coach Moore, you got to let him throw. I'm not taking this off because we're going to be the national champions in basketball. All right, national championships. If we need to get we need the anointing of what's on the basketball team, the fall on the football team, because clearly there's oil on the basketball team right now. There's clearly some oil on that bat. This is what happens. And you know why I know we lost? And it's my fault. This is my fault. You know, it's really, I take full responsibility why we lost. I fasted the last 4 years before the game, and this year I didn't fast. I was confident. I got too cocky. I said, man, we're gonna win this. Ain't no need for this. And now I know I'm fasting next year. And Thanksgiving is canceled. Thanksgiving is canceled at our household next year. Ain't gonna be no turkeys. It's gonna be nothing but tofu. Tofu. That's all we're gonna eat is tofu and lettuce. Ain't no turkeys next year. We won't eat in our house for Thanksgiving until Michigan wins again. Until you Buckeye fans do right by us. We ain't eating no more turkeys. No more honey baked hams. There ain't gonna be no yams going on around there. It's gonna be seeking the face of the Lord and repentance for that debacle. Because that was debacle. We're gonna eat on 4th of July, but we ain't gonna eat Thanksgiving. We save it for Christmas. Because I think that's what happened. I think that's what happened. And I listen, I miss Blake Corum. Can Harbaugh come back? Can we lift that suspension, that ban off? I feel like we might need to call Harbaugh back. And you know, Ryan Day looked like he's about to cry at the beginning of the game. Ryan Day got that cry face. And nothing makes me more happy seeing Ryan Day cry. There's a certain joy I get when I see him be on the sidelines. He had that look. He had the Ryan Day look on his face. I get joy. Unspeakable joy about that. But I mean, like I said, congrats. You know, Ohio State. They won. You know what I'm saying? Congrats. This ain't the best Michigan team there is. But I will say, Ohio State deserved to win. I ain't gonna be bashful about it. They deserved to win. Michigan could have played better. We could have played a lot better. We could have got a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? We could have helped our situation out. Could have got a touchdown. I don't know what they were doing though. Like, I promise you, we have the number one quarterback in his class, and we're not letting him throw the ball. He's a quarterback. Now, and here's the thing too, we got to develop him, and that's why I'm on a campaign for the next 12 months for Michigan to hire me as the offensive coordinator. At this point now, it's time to bring me in more. You need to bring me in because y'all need an offensive coordinator bad. Chip Lindsey, he's supposed to be coming up here to help us gain more points, and we still making the same amount of points we did last year. Two, we need to get secondaries. We need some safeties. All right, they got Jeremiah Smith, they got Tate, they got first-round draft picks, and we over there putting Dusty and Bo on them. We over there putting fans on them. All right, you can't name the safeties in Michigan because we don't know who the safeties are in Michigan. They over there running routes all around us in our backfield. We already lost. Running over, and then the dude headbutt the referee. Like, bro, what world you living in? Like, what did the ref say to you to the point that you gonna headbutt the referee? Like, what in the Evander Holyfield was going on with that headbutt of the referee? Did y'all see that when that dude head? I'm like, bro, this is too pivotal of a game. And he over there headbutting the referee. I don't know what was going on. We didn't pray for the snow to come, and snow was coming. That will be our advantage, and I don't know what happened. I will say this. Sayers is a great quarterback. He responded well. I thought after the interception he would be rattled. And he wasn't. He responded really well. We didn't do a good enough job of getting to him as much as we should have got to him and getting the pressure. And that's on Michigan. And not only this on Michigan, but the Ohio State line was prepared. And there was a better prepared team overall. I think Michigan did come in with a lot of swagger. I think they came in with, 4-0 at home, feeling like they had nothing to lose. And that worked against us. And that worked against Michigan greatly. There was a lot of pride on the team. All right, there's a lot of pride. The Bible says pride come before destruction. And we had a little pride on our team, I think. And we're too young to have that. We didn't have the hunger. Ohio State came in there hungry. They came in there a lot of things to prove. They were really, that loss last year was a black eye to Ohio State. And, the planting of the flag and all that stuff. So they came in there motivated. And so we give Ohio State their flowers. We give them their flowers today. But, well, if we had Haynes and a healthy Marshall, I think the story may have been a little bit different with running game. And I really do feel that way. I mean, it was down to our Durson running back. And that's not an excuse, but it is fact. I think you have a healthy Haynes, a healthy Jordan Marshall. I think that does impact the game. Even when we played against Oklahoma and USC, even though they were losing efforts, we did better point-wise, yardage-wise in those losing efforts. But it's clearly that the kryptonite of Michigan is air the ball out. And so we have to adjust that and change that because that's been our kryptonite for 2 years. And so, and the only difference is this year our interior is not as strong as last year. And so with Mason Graham and Grant, who are phenomenal interior players, 2 top-tier players that you're even seeing in the NFL right now. And Michigan has a great defensive line now, but they're not Graham and Grant. You know what I'm saying? And so there's some things that we got to really improve on. I think there's a lot of things that we can learn from in this game. I hope that this game motivates Michigan to really have fire. This is Coach Moore's first rivalry game he's lost. He's 7-1 in 2 years, and that's impressive. I really root for Coach Moore, not only because he's the head coach of Michigan. I think he's overall a good guy. He's one of the youngest coaches in college football. He's African-American coach, which is a rarity. And so I want to see him do well for all those markers. And plus, he's the head coach of Michigan. So, I hope Moore can come back from this. And for all the Michigan fans saying, fire Wink Martindale, fire Moore, no. You got to understand, the last 2 years have been very rough, and Moore has done a phenomenal job. The talent is in Michigan. The talent is there. It takes time to cultivate talent, and it's going to happen. We'll be top tier. Give it a couple years. It took Harbaugh, 6 years to really become what Michigan became a powerhouse. So we got to give him some time to cook. And I will say this to Coach Moore's credit, for what he's had to deal with and work with. I think he's done a phenomenal job the last 2 years. This team is 9-3. And we had a chance to go to college football playoffs, Big Ten championship, and that's through great coaching. And I think Coach Moore doesn't get the credit he deserves, but he's a great coach. But today, this Michigan was just not it. That wasn't good enough performance. Not only to beat Ohio State, but that's not good to be in the playoffs. We have to get better. We got to get tighter on those things. And I hope that this game motivates them. I hope this lights a fire in them. I hope this, gives them motivation going into the next season to really, ramp it up, take it to the next level. So, like I said earlier today, I don't believe in losses. I believe in lessons. And so I'm hoping that this is a lesson for Michigan. But I will say congrats to Ohio State. Y'all were the better team today. Y'all the better team today. But next year, we winning. We winning next year. If I got to join the team, if I got to be a walk-on for Michigan, we winning next year. If I got to walk on, I will. We win next year. Coach Moore, if you need an offensive coordinator to call the plays, call me. Just let me get my Sundays free. I'll do the tape from my church. Just zoom me in for footage. Zoom me in, and I'll do all the footage. We do tape breakdown from Zoom. But Coach Moore, you need to call me. Because that offensive play calling today, I don't know what they was calling. It was like halfback drive, throw. Halfback drive, throw. Like, you can't beat Ohio State. You can't beat no good team that way. I mean, it's predictable play calling. We should have did some flea flickers. We should have did some play actions. There should have been some jet sweeps. Like, man, it's just crazy. And see, this is what I'm talking about. You got to spell y'all state. In case y'all don't know, Ohio people, they go OH, and then somebody got to yell IO because they need help to spell the state. They need help to spell the state. That's all. I hope Indiana wins the national championship. I really do. I hope Indiana deserves it. And Indiana's gonna be Indiana's a good football team. And I know House is going to the Big Ten championship next week. But if y'all think Indiana's going to be such a team y'all can steamroll, it's not going to be easy. I think Indiana is one of the best teams in the nation. I think they're a national championship contender. And that's a tad bit of hate talking. That's a tad bit of little fast talking. I ain't going to lie. It's a mix. But I want Indiana. I ain't never rooted for the Hoosiers in my life. But go Hoosiers. Let's go Hoosiers. Win the Big Ten title. Win the national championship for the Big Ten. Now, one of the benefits is this. If Indiana wins, that's actually good for the Big Ten. It'll actually be really beneficial for the Big Ten. And the reason why it'll be beneficial for the Big Ten, that's 3 straight years of dominance in our conference from 3 different teams. And I think overall, I want the Big Ten to win the national championship. I prefer to be Indiana and not Ohio State. But it belongs to the Big Ten win the national championship for the 3rd year. That's really important. Because that shows that we are the best conference. That shows we are the premier conference. That shows, and I think the Big Ten is the best conference right now, from top to bottom. I think we are better than SEC. I think we're better than Pac-10 and the Big 12. No disrespect to those conferences. SEC had its moment. The Pac-12 had its moment. At one point in time, the Big 12 had its moment. ACC's had its moment. And I think the Big 10 is having a moment right now. I think Big 10 top to bottom is the best conference from Oregon, Indiana. Penn State had not like the year they wanted to have. Penn State's still a good team. Michigan State, they've had down seasons, up seasons. I think they'll be back up in a couple years. But the Big Ten overall, I think it's really the best conference. And we're the premier conference. And I think that's what makes Michigan-Ohio State rivalry so great. Because the Big Ten, I've always thought was been the top to bottom, the best conference. I know a lot of times SEC kind of gets a lot of credit for it, but I think Big Ten, top to bottom, we beat each other up. Iowa's a good team. And there are teams that really don't get the publicity, but are solid. Northwestern this year was amazing. One of the most physical teams in the nation. UCLA came alive for a minute, had a little moment right there. So there's some great teams in the Big Ten. So I would love to see the Big Ten win the national championship again. I'm praying by the Holy Ghost the Indiana wins. I don't want Ohio State to win the Big Ten title. I don't want it. Because then you got to hear Buckeyes. Somebody call me. I'm live right now. But I want to say congrats to the Buckeye fans. Listen, I'm not a sore loser. I just don't like to lose. I'm not a sore loser. I just don't prefer to lose. Losing don't feel good. If anyone ever tells you that losing it feels good, they're lying. Losing don't feel good. Ask the Buckeye fans. They've been losing 5 years. They didn't like losing 5 years. A year ago, what the Buckeye fans did? They fire Ryan Day. And when y'all team lose, stop always trying to fire the coach. All right? Stick with your coach. If y'all would have had y'all way, y'all wouldn't won the national championship because y'all wanted to fire Ryan Day. Y'all said fire Ryan Day all the way up to the national championship. Then I was, we sure do love us some Ryan Day. Ryan Day is the greatest coach in the whole wide world. Ryan Day. No, y'all turned on that man. That man had to have security in his house. Y'all don't act like we don't. Let's not forget facts. Y'all turned on your own head coach that brought y'all a national championship. Fire Ryan Day. Get rid of Ryan Day. At the $20 million team, y'all want to get rid of. Y'all see, Buckeye fans be fickle. That's why I can never be a Buckeye fan. Because one minute they love you. Lose one game in Ohio. Lose one game in Columbus. The world ends. The world will end. They will lose their minds over there. They will lose. Lane and the 5th will be shut down. Lose one game. They can't take if they lose 3 games in Ohio State. They had a 9-3 season like Michigan, that they will lose their minds. Because Buckeye fans sometimes, not all, but there's a section of Buckeye fans that need counseling. Okay, there's a section of Buckeye fans that need psychological help. Because they got a belief that they got to win all the games. We got a section of weird Michigan fans too. I ain't gonna lie. We don't associate. They can't get into groups. Y'all let them in. Y'all let them in general population. We don't let them in general. They're in concentrated places. Y'all let them in general population. No. Y'all got that one black dude to be dressed up like a cowboy Buckeye. He's crazy. He crazy. He crazy. All right. And then the one white guy, he crazy. All that stuff. Now that's crazy. I wear my hoodie. You know what I'm saying? I got my Mexican hat. I couldn't find it this morning. I'll wear that. I believe in supporting your team, rocking with your team. But when you start doing all that's now you over there need to go to the Hilltop and get checked out. You need to go to Neck Care. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all fans need Neck Care. Y'all fans need a good old fashioned deliverance service with the oil. We need to get some buckets and cast that demon out, because some of y'all got a demon. But over here in holiness, in Michigan land, you know what I'm saying? And then y'all talking about they had a revival over there, and the team got saved. That shows problem right there. Y'all hadn't needed revival. Means something's dead. Ain't no revival needed. We need to lay hands on our players, because the spirit of slothfulness is on Michigan right now. That pride is on us. That spirit of Leviathan. That from the book of Job. Come on, somebody. I felt that. They need to call me up. We need to do a deliverance service. I need to call some deliverance preachers up there. We're going to need to do a deliverance and lay hands on everybody on the team. Coach staff, too. Coaching staff. We need to lay hands. Cafeteria people, come here. You've been feeding the players. Lay hands. We're going to bind this demon today. So I'm sad. I am a little sad. I'm going to give me some nothing but cakes to make me feel better. I'm going to need some cake to make me. I need some pumpkin pie. I might need some pumpkin pie today. I'm at Target, too. I ain't gonna go into Target. I don't think it's clear to go to Target. Is it clear to go to Target yet? Are we able to go to Target? Is that still, we're not allowed to go? Because I'm in mourning, and I feel like I should be able to walk around Target. I ain't gonna buy nothing. Though. But can I walk around Target? Is that sanctioned yet, or is that no? Target's still the enemy. I need to know. I don't like Walmart, and I'm tired of Walmart. I don't want to go to Walmart, because Walmart is always ghetto. There's always 3 lanes, and then they don't got tap, so you can't even tap at Walmart. So I just want to know. I just want some pumpkin pie cheesecake, and I think Walmart got it. Target got it, and so I don't know if I'm clear to go. But if you see me on Walmart, it's just because I'm sad. Just pray for me. So I don't know if that's clear to do, but cause I ain't trying to get nobody riled up. I'm already riled up myself. I'm gonna be crying tonight. I'm gonna cry. Yeah, a couple tears. When we beat y'all 21, I cried. Look, I told my wife, I said, if Michigan win this game, there's gonna be tears. Because at that point, it had been so long we had lost Ohio State. It was ridiculous. Okay, you know what I'm saying? We didn't beat y'all for 20 years in Columbus. Bill Clinton was in office. And to see them win in Columbus, I need humble pie. See, y'all Buckeye fans. Woo, y'all Buckeye fans talking stuff. Woo, all right. I could take it for 364. I'll take it. But Maya Angelou said, but yet I rise. Y'all Buckeye fans trolling. Oh, y'all trolling hard. It's okay. But I rise. You know, my Bible says, no weapon formed against me. Come on, somebody. What Isaiah, prophet Isaiah? No weapon formed against me shall prosper. You can form the weapons. Hiya. I felt that in my pinky toe. I know y'all know we hurting. Y'all been hurting for 5 years. So y'all know the pain. It's been a minute we felt this. You know what I'm saying? This like, oh, okay, you know. Everybody can't win them all. You can't win them all. You know what I'm saying? You know. I ain't worried about it. I still got my peace. I'm still encouraged. We're going to go to a good bowl game. I think we're going to win the bowl game. Let's go end this season off of 10-3. Ain't never run with a 10-3 season. From what we had to work with, I'll take 10-3. It's better than what I thought it was going to be. I thought we was going to be like an 8-win, 8-5 season. So, you know, it's better than what I thought it was going to be. And I'm proud of my team. You know, win, lose, or draw. I'm a Michigan fan for life. I'm a Wolverine guy. I bleed maize and blue. It's still great to be a Michigan Wolverine. Our basketball team is phenomenal. Hockey team is phenomenal. Women's basketball team is phenomenal. You know, we don't have to put all of our eggs in one sport, because we're dominating on multiple different sports. Volleyball team is actually really good this year. So I mean, and we're actually candidate to win in all those sports the national championships. So I mean, we got a national championship basketball team. So I mean, is it really that bad being a Michigan fan? A dominant hockey team right now too. I mean, is it really that bad? I mean, it really ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like, we lost one game where we're dominating 5 sports. So, You know, I mean, what's Ohio State basketball team doing? Oh, they're not doing well. Oh. What's Ohio State? Didn't we just beat y'all in basketball? We just beat y'all in basketball. Oh, I'm so sorry. We've been beating y'all in so many different sports for so long. Y'all had to get one game win. I don't feel too bad. I mean, we are dominating in so many different sports for so many years. Y'all won one game, and y'all over here like, hooray, hooray. I mean, I can't help that we've been to 3 Big Ten titles in a row. I mean, y'all ain't never did that. Actually, no team has done that but us. Oh, I can't. I mean, we still have the most wins in the rivalry. Is it really that bad being a Michigan fan right now? No. Let us plant our flag in your field twice. Couldn't plant no flag in our field, though. Woo! You know what? It ain't that bad. I would rather be a Michigan fan in a loss than be a Buckeye fan in a win. See? God could turn it around. Romans 8:28 says all things work together. For the good. Go blue. That's what I want to say. I just want to say, you know, we got more national titles than y'all. I mean, the only thing y'all got more than us is Heisman's. That's it. And, you know, it's Heisman's, you know. That's personal. That's a popularity contest. So y'all can have that. But, I mean, y'all didn't invent the electronic scoreboard. That's us. Y'all didn't invent lone basketball shorts. That's us. You know, really don't have a famous basketball team ever. Fab Five, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's us. You know what I'm saying? I mean, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time came from our school, Tom Brady. One of the greatest defensive player of all time, Charles Woodson. Also, first defensive player to ever win the Heisman, by the way. One of the greatest sports analysts of all time, Desmond Howard. I'm just saying, you know, is it really that bad being a Michigan fan versus an Ohio State fan? Nah. But y'all won one game. Y'all won one game. Now watch us win the national championship in basketball, national championship in hockey, volleyball, women's basketball. I mean, we are held to the victors, the conquering heroes. Hail to the victors of the great state of Michigan. Hail to your conquering heroes. Let's go blue all day long. See, that's our fight song. Y'all fight song is Hang On Snoopy. Hey, who want to be rooting for a team? Hang on. Y'all fight song sound like a struggle. Our fight song is victorious. It literally says hail to the victors. That's our hail. Y'all is Hang On Snoopy. Hang on. Y'all got to spell y'all state and hang on. That's too much struggle. That's too much struggle going on right there. Y'all got to come out of that spirit of struggle. That's why y'all need Michigan, because we here to deliver y'all. That's what we really here to bring deliverance. So, you know, that's a lot of struggle over there. Hanging on to Snoopy. That's a dog from Charlie Brown. Y'all can't even get it. Y'all can't even get your own dog. They ain't want to hang on to Brutus. And he's the mascot. They can't even hang on to Brutus. And another thing, Brutus looked like a bootleg Chuck E. Cheese. He looked like that. He looked like a bootleg Chuck E. Cheese. The little mouse they had to come out to talk to the kids for the birthday party. That's what Brutus looked like. Brutus looked like a bootleg Chuck E. Cheese. Looked like Chuck E. Cheese on that stuff. That's what Brutus Buckeye looked like. He's still the worst mascot of all times. And a Buckeye is a diseased nut. It can kill you. You can't eat no Buckeye. It's a diseased nut. You can't eat a Buckeye. You eat a Buckeye, you're going to be over there hurling. You know what I'm saying? You can't eat no Buckeye. But it's all right. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, you got to take a loss every now and then. Ain't no big deal. Ain't no big deal. They should have called that touchdown back. But we ain't gonna talk about that. They should have called that touchdown back. That wasn't a touchdown. Jeremiah Smith. Now, I'll give some to Jeremiah Smith, the best player in college football. The man's freaking nature. That man. See, I don't mind giving credit where credit's due. The Bible says give honor where honor's due. That brother's freaking nature. I'll give y'all that. Jeremiah Smith's a bad boy. Tate's good, too. Tate don't get the respect he deserves, but Tate's good, too. Sands, phenomenal quarterback, man. Really good quarterback. His accuracy's on another level. I don't think he has the arm that Will Howard has, and he's not as talented as C.J. Sprout, but he has an amazing IQ. He has amazing football IQ. The way he scans the field is top notch. Now, I don't know if that's going to correlate in the NFL, because sometimes that doesn't. And that's not a knock to him or anybody on the Buckeye. That's not even like a Buckeye Michigan thing. I'm just saying sometimes there are certain players that sell at the college level, they don't sell in the NFL level, for whatever reason that may be. And that's still yet to be determined. He's young. He's still got some years in there. And we'll see about that. But I will say, man, those three guys were really elite. And Ohio State defense did a really good job. I'll give them that. Their defense did a really good job. Our defense played poorly. They would play really sloppy in the second half. And we got to get that straightened up. And they're young, and a little bit of that's youth, a little bit of that's inexperience. And so these moments are building moments for Michigan. So if you're a Michigan fan, don't be on the fire. Everybody, man, don't be Buckeyes. Don't be Buckeyes. Let Jerome cook. Let Coach Moore cook. I want to see Coach Moore win a national championship. I would love to see the first black man to win a national championship in Michigan as a fan. And I think, either him or Coach, the dude from Notre Dame. I can't think of his name. I think they're two of the really elite coaches in college. And I want to see one of them win it. I think they deserve it. Both of them are kind of in a similar situation. They took over the team. They've been ingrained in the system, grandfather in to a degree. So I hope one of them will become the first one. I just really like both of those coaches. And Notre Dame's our rival, but I really do think he's a great coach. And a lot of him remind me of Coach Moore too, where I think they're really, really great coaches. They took over from high-profile coaches that were not known, and have created a culture there. And so, it ain't no big deal. Coach Moore, be encouraged. He ain't probably gonna watch the video, but I'm just saying, Coach Moore, be encouraged. Because it's definitely great things to come. You're still a phenomenal coach. You're an elite coach, and I believe in Coach Moore. I believe in him from his intern days to now, and I'm rocking with Coach Moore. That's our coach, man. I'm rocking with our team. Win, lose, or draw, man. I ain't gonna never turn on Michigan. I don't care what it is. I've been with Michigan through and through. I'm staying with my team, man. I'm gonna stay with my team. I believe you gotta be faithful, man. You gotta be loyal. Loyalty means everything. And just because you go through some tough seasons don't mean you turn your back on your team. If you can shout and jump on the good days, you gotta know how to stay on the bad days. So right now it's a tough time for Michigan, but we're gonna stand for the team, man. I'm staying with my team though, and I'm blazing blue. I'm wearing my hoodie with pride, with Wolverine pride, and it's great to be a Michigan man. I'm happy to be a Michigan man. I'm great to be a Wolverine. It's still great to be a Wolverine. Our basketball team is doing phenomenal work, and we're going to keep pushing forward. And so that's all I can tell us, man. Michigan fans, listen, be encouraged. Remember, 5 years ago, J.J. McCarthy said something so important. Be patient and go through the process. And that has to echo through us as Michigan fans right now. Be patient and let's go through the process. Better days are ahead. Championships are going to be ours. This ain't the last day ever of football. We're going to win again. So y'all be encouraged, and y'all keep pushing forward, man. If you're a Wolverine. To Buckeye fans, congrats. 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 Congrats to the Buckeyes. You got to win one time this decade. Gotta get one. You know what I'm saying? Everybody get one game. This is one game. We'll probably win the next 3. It's okay. It's okay. This is a streaky rivalry. It's typically their streaks. Now, but yeah. But hell to the victors. All day long. We still ain't saying no gold Buckeyes. We're not saying that. We don't say we don't say that word here. We don't say that word here. I still got my Michigan blanket and my hoodie that we slept on at my house, and I'm gonna snuggle up in my Michigan blanket with my Michigan pillow, with my Michigan t-shirt, Michigan shots, and all my stuff I'm wearing still tonight as I go back to sleep. So God is good. Survivor Series tonight too, by the way. If you're a wrestling fan, I'll be watching some Survivor Series, and so that's gonna pick up my spirits. So shout out to everybody. If you're a Buckeye fan, congrats once again. That's this. It hurts to say that name. Ooh, it hurts. Ooh. It hurts. It sounds like you say that name is like a bad taste is getting in your mouth. I don't know how y'all be saying that. Ooh, that's a nasty name. It don't even sound Ohio State Buckeyes. Like that don't even sound like a team you should root for. You know what I'm saying? That's Brutus. Who want a mascot named Brutus? Brutus. Sounds a bulldog name. You know what I'm saying? An ugly bulldog that be slobbering everywhere. But Brutus. You know what I'm saying? Wolverine, we got movies. You know, Wolverine. We comic books. There ain't no comic book about Brutus. Nobody care. Brutus ain't never sold a movie ticket. You know what I'm saying? Nobody care about no Brutus. But I'm just saying, this being the facts. These are all truth. I know Buckeye fans don't want to hear it, but y'all, who's ever asked for Brutus in the movie? Nobody. Hugh Jackman played the Wolverine. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Michigan, man. We're going to win. The alma mater of James Earl Jones. Some of y'all don't even know James Earl Jones is a Wolverine. James Earl Jones is a Wolverine. The voice of Darth Vader. James Earl Jones is a Wolverine. R.I.P. to him. And shout out to we have a great alma mater. Barack Obama's kids are alumni at Michigan now. Man, our alumni is lit. Our alumni is really, really lit. Man, I mean, there's a lot of talent that come out of Michigan. So, I'm just saying, you know, is it really bad to be a Wolverine? Nah. So let me go and watch some James Earl Jones movies, and everything. You know, support our teams. Go Blue. We love you. And let's win this bowl game. Coach Moore, keep your head up. Michigan, keep your head up. Michigan faithful, we will win next year. Ain't going to be no next year, we hope. We're winning next year. We're going to decree that. We're going to win next year. We're going to rebuild. We're going to be better than we are this year. And we're going to do it. If I got to come to spring camp and help y'all out, I don't care. We're winning next year. Call me, Coach Moore. Call. You ain't got to pay me. You ain't got to pay for me to come up there. Just say, hey, Jay, come through. I'm coming. I'll be there in a day or less, Coach Moore. I'll be there. I will drive myself in this Nissan. You hear me? And go up 75 North. Hit 23. Go through Toledo. And I'm there. So you ain't got to worry, Coach. Whatever you need, Coach. Coach, you need to ask the body on the team, man. I'm going to put my body on the line. I will take this ibuprofen. And put me in the game. I'll take this ibuprofen and get me some icy hot. I'm ready to go. I'll be ready. I'll wrap this knee up. And you know, I'm about to be 36 in a couple months. Random parts of your body starts hurting. Like your elbow. I didn't know your elbow could hurt. And then when you do young things, when you get older, you can't recover quick. You got to lay there for a minute. That's why you can tell somebody older, and when they playing sports like NFL, NBA, and they lay there they hurt, but they ain't like out of the game hurt. It's just their body feeling the pain that 20-year-old could feel. And you can't pop back up. You pop back up, man, you're gonna be hurt even worse. You hit your toe on a coffee table, you out for 3 weeks now. You hit your toe on a coffee table. You will be out for 3 weeks. You will have to call off work. You've been a body bag. You'll be in an old bodysuit, man. I'm telling you. It's weird when you get a little older. Things you could bounce back from in your 20s, man, you get that mid to late 30s, they ain't. The bounce ain't there. You got to say, wait a minute. You get out of the bed, get scary. You got to move. You got to move with wisdom. You get older. You can't move swift. So you can't move swift, man. I'm like, to me, it's like, I'm about to be 36. Like, that's freaky to me. Like, oh, that's weird to me. I'm like, that's weird. Because in my mind, I'm like, I feel 23. But my body, like, nah, bro. I went out there trying to play some basketball like a couple years ago. And that's when I realized I was in my 30s. That's when I realized there was things I was trying to do, I couldn't do no more. And like, I would jump and do something and just hear stuff popping and cracking. And I'm like, whose body is that? And it's like, oh, it's me. I'm like, who's the old man? And they're like, it's you, Unc. And that's when I knew I was old, when they called me Unc. And that hurt my spirit, man. That broke my heart. When you get called Unc, because there's no warning to it. There's no countdown to it. They don't. And they call me Unc, man. That hurt my spirit. That hurt my spirit, y'all. I'm telling you. Because then you start noticing you got gray in your beard. You know, I got gray in my beard. I cut my gray out on purpose. If I let it grow, man, I'd probably be like 20% gray right now. I'm like, bruh, listen. That Just For Man started getting more and more appealing to you, man. You like, man, you know what? Might need to get that Beijing. Might need to get that Beijing. But I'm a Michigan fan for life. Go Blue. I love y'all, man. Have a good one.